Now that the system is installed and set, you will need to go through the startup process. You will need to fill and flush your new water softener. With a bypass valve in the bypass position, press and hold the Set Regen button. Manual regen will appear. The black square will be on delayed. Press the Set Regen button again and the square will begin to blink. Press the down arrow to move the square to immediate. Now press the Set Regen button to hold the value. Now press the menu button and the valve will begin to move to the backwash position. Once the valve reaches the backwash screen, a row of solid black squares will appear. This indicates that the valve has reached the backwash position. Press the Set Regen button again until the brine rinse screen appears with a row of solid black squares. This indicates that the valve is in the brine slow rinse position. Press the Set Regen button again to advance the valve to the rinse mode. Once the valve reaches the rinse mode, a row of black squares will appear. Now, slowly open the inlet on the bypass valve. You will just crack the valve open and will start to fill the tank with water. You will slowly open this valve over the 5 minutes of rinse cycle until it is completely open. Be sure not to open this valve too quickly or internal damage could occur. Once the cycle has ended, the valve will advance to the brine fill position. Do not touch any of the buttons going forward. Let the valve run through the brine fill cycle. This will put the proper amount of water in the brine tank for the system's first regeneration. Once the brine fill is complete, the valve will automatically move back to the home position, or also referred to as the service mode. Now open a garden spigot or a laundry sink cold water valve. If you don't have either of these to open, you can open a cold water faucet on the nearest shower or bathtub. Now slowly open the outlet valve on the bypass. Let the water run until there is no air coming from the previously opened port and the water runs clear. This serves as a final rinse for the water softener. Once the water is clear, the port can be closed and the softener is ready to use. If you see pieces of media coming from the drain on the initial rinse, stop the process because there may be an internal problem. If this is the case, call one of our certified water specialists at US Water Systems for further instruction. Now I'd like to explain some of the features of your new water softener. When the water in your home is running, the softener will scroll through general settings and when it reaches the flow rate, it will show a value. This lets you know that the water is counting gallons and is ready to regenerate automatically. To manually regenerate your softener, press and hold the Set Regen button. Manual regen will appear. The black square will be on delayed. Press the Set Regen button again and the square will begin to blink. Press the down arrow to move the square to immediate or delayed. Immediate regeneration will start the process immediately. Delayed regeneration will start the process at the specified regeneration time of that day. Now press the Set Regen button to hold the value. Now press the menu button and the valve will move to the backwash position. Once the valve advances to the backwash mode, it will regenerate automatically from there. If you do an immediate regeneration, you shouldn't use water during this time period. One last thing to know is that when you run your system out of salt, you will fill the brine tank with salt and then manually regenerate your unit 2 days in a row to ensure that it is flushed and totally regenerated for future use. You can do this by setting the system to do a delayed regeneration 2 days in a row. This generally will get your system back to ground zero and it will be ready to work automatically again. This concludes this series of videos for the US Water Systems Matrix Water Softener installation and setup. If you have any other questions or concerns, please call one of our customer service representatives at 1-800-608-USWA. The only thing left to do now is to enjoy your soft water.